Hi kids, how are you? We'll continue studying the book and the weather. So open your books in the page 35. In the exercise number 1, we have some questions about the weather in our area. So here in Brazil, in Mogi. What's the weather like in your area? So the weather generally is sunny. Yes, we have some rain, it's cloudy. Yes, sometimes it's windy. What can you say about it? Is it snowy here in Mogi? Never, huh? Chilly in the winter. Yeah, it's cold, but not chilly. Yeah, sometimes we have some very strong wind. But I think like Rio Grande do Sul could be chilly, but in Mogi no. And grizzly. So the rain, is it grizzly? What about misty? Remember misty when it has that very slight cloud and we can see very well. In the morning, it is misty. Yes? So, write about Mogi and then send me. Okay, this I want. Are there any frequent natural disasters in your area? No, here in Brazil we don't have. Yes, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have volcanoes, we don't have tsunamis. So, the only thing we have is the heavy rain. Then we have the floods. Enchentes, but enchente is not a natural disaster. Yes, it happens because of the rivers and the pollution. Yes, and how the government administrate the areas, but it's not a natural disaster. So are there any frequent natural disasters in your area? No. Are there any emergency warning systems in your area? No, because we don't have natural disasters, right? Are they efficient? If we had, I don't know if it would be efficient, yes? Do you think that if we had natural disasters in Brazil, we would have emergency warning systems that would be efficient? I have a theory that if we had natural disasters in Brazil, we would be a more prepared country. What do you think? So, I think that if we had natural disasters, if we had tsunamis, if we had tornadoes, then we would be more prepared in general here in Brazil. We would have more investments, we would have less poverty. I feel that because we don't have natural disasters, we have nothing to worry, yes? So then we don't do anything. I feel that. Especially now that we have the coronavirus, what is happening that the government is giving money to the poor. I think it's a very important thing to be happening for people to know how many poor people we have in Brazil that need this kind of money. So, and this is not a natural disaster, but it is a disaster that is making the government, not only in Brazil, but in the world, to move. Yes? So I think that if we had natural disasters in Brazil, we would have emergency warning systems and they would be efficient. Yes, I believe that. But we don't have natural disasters, so the system of government and everything in Brazil is not efficient. Think about it. This is my theory. Yeah? So, number 1, you answer the way you want. Number 2 and 3, no. So, are there any natural disasters? No. Are there any emergency warning systems? No. Okay. Then let's go to number 2. In number 2, it's a radio program, and I'm going to read for you. And we have 3 characters, 3 personagens. The radio presenter, Frank, that is a listener, and he's going to talk with the radio presenter, and Amanda, that is another listener. And Amanda and Frank, they will tell stories of a natural disaster that they lived. Okay? And then you will have, in the exercise number 3, to write the name of the disaster, the state in the United States that they live, where Frank was and where Amanda and her family were during the disaster, and the damage, o dano causado, about the natural disaster, what they suffered. Okay? So, while I'm telling the story, try to write Frank's story, the things, the disaster, the state, where Frank was in the damage, and about Amanda too, the disaster, the state, where Amanda and her family were, and the damage. Okay? I'll start telling and you write. Let's go? Okay. I'll try to speak slowly, okay? Don't worry. 1, 2, 3, go. Welcome to the program. Our topic today is wild weather. Have you ever experienced really bad weather and have interesting stories to share? If so, call us. Our number is, as usual, 1-800-2800. Oh, here's our first caller. Caller. Here's our first I can't say that. Here's our first caller. Here's our first caller. What's your name? Hi, my name is Frank. So now it's Frank. What's your story, Frank? Well, I was in a tornado. This is Frank's voice, okay? Well, I was in a tornado about 3 months ago when I was leaving Kansas. That's the state. Tornadoes are very dangerous. Tell us more. Well, my parents were visiting some friends and I had gone to the basement to play my drums when the tornado hit. I heard a lot of noise coming from outside, but I did not know what it was. I got really scared. My cat Priscilla was with me and she got scared too. When the noise stopped, we went upstairs and saw all the damage in the house. The windows were all broken. I was lucky to be downstairs when the tornado struck. You bet! Thank you very much for your story, Frank. And now, our next caller is Amanda. Please, tell us your story, Amanda. Now, Amanda voice. Well, it was like 2 years ago in Florida. It rained very heavily for several days, and there was a bad flood. How did you leave the house? Well, we did not leave the house. At around 8 p.m., we decided to go upstairs to the roof and wait for the water to go down. We took our dog Molly with us. She was not scared at all and kept wagging her tail. Did your helicopter rescue from the roof? No, it did not. Whoa, and how long did you stay up there? all night. It was cold and tiring. I can imagine. Fortunately, the next morning the water had gone down and we were able to go downstairs again. All the furniture and carpets were wet, but we were alive. Oh, it was a lucky escape. Okay, so these were Frank and Amanda. And now I want to know if you made it, if you were able to get the information about the disasters that Frank and Amanda lived. So what was Frank's story? What was the disaster that he lived? A tornado. That's it. And which state was he? In Kansas. Okay. And where Frank was? Where was Frank when the tornado hit the house? He was in the basement. Okay. And what was the damage in his house? All the windows were broken. Okay, good. What about Amanda? What happened to Amanda? What was the disaster? It was a flood, yeah? And what state was it? In Florida. And what happened? Where were Amanda and her family during the disaster? They were on the roof of the house. And what was the damage in her house? All the furniture and carpets were wet. Okay, sorry. Just a moment. Okay. So I'll show you the answers for you to check. Okay? Let me see if I can show you. Okay, there we go. So Frank's story, disaster, tornado, state, Kansas. Frank was in the basement and the damage, the windows were all broken. Amanda's story, the disaster was a flood. She was in Florida in the roof with her family and the damage, all furniture and carpets were wet. Okay, good. So, that was it for the weather. Now, we are going to learn the punctuation. So, punctuation are the things, the marks that we have in a text to show us the emotions of the text and also to give us time to breathe while we are reading a text. Yes? For example, I will read a sentence about Amanda. So, well, we did not leave the house. So, well, comma, time to breathe, virgula, yes? We did not leave the house, period, ponto final. So, this is showing how she speaks. Because it's not, well, we did not leave the house. Yeah, we need to breathe. So these are two punctuations, comma and period. And then we have for a question, the question mark. How did you leave the house? So, because we have the intonation when we are speaking to say affirmative or a question or an exclamation. Yes, yay! So this is a exclamation. So exclamation mark. So question mark, exclamation mark, comma, and period to finish the sentence. And then we have other things, the quotation marks to show when a person is speaking something, or we put the name of a place, for example. And we have when we are writing, we need to have the capital letters. Capital letters are the big letters, letra maiúscula. You know, in the computer, there is a button, caps lock. What caps lock do? What does caps lock do? Caps lock makes all the letters capital letters. Porque tranca na letra maiúscula. Lock é cadeado, é trancar. Yeah? So caps lock. So capital. Yes? Letra maiúscula. You'll never forget that. And we also have apostrophe. Apóstrofo é aquela vírgula no céu. Yes? In English, we use apostrophe when we do the contraction. For example, is, not, isn't, do, not, don't. Then we use the apostrophe. Or when we are using the possessive. Yes? For example, McDonald's. Why does McDonald's have the apostrophe S? Because it's McDonald apostrophe S. Yes, McDonald's. Because it's McDonald's restaurant. So when we have a place that belongs to a person, we put apostrophe S. Sempre que a gente tiver um objeto ou um lugar que pertence a alguém, a gente vai ter apóstrofo S. Então, McDonald's restaurant. A gente tira o restaurante, só fica McDonald's, porque aquele lugar é do McDonald's, ok? And we can say, for example, teacher's marker, porque é o marker da teacher, ok? Aí o apóstrofo S. So, that's it. And then we have an exercise, the exercise number 4. It's a postcard from a trip, cartão postal. Do you know what a postcard is? It's a picture of a place and where you can write a letter. Yes. Then when you are traveling, you buy the postcard, so it's going to be a picture. For example, you are in New York, then you buy a postcard from the Statue of Liberty. And then you write the person's address, and you write, oh, hello, I'm here in Statue of Liberty. I wish you were here with me. I'm having lots of fun. And then you send the person, and the person will receive in her house. Tipo uma carta. Wow. Yes? Have you ever written a letter or a postcard? Vocês já escreveram cartão postal? Ou uma carta? Yeah? So, you are going to have this postcard exercise, and you have to color the things. Look here. The punctuation according to this salmon box. Yes, the first box here. Yes, here. So you have... I made a beautiful paper for you. The capital letters, you are going to color green. The apostrophes, you are going to color blue. The periods, you are going to color red. The exclamation marks, you are going to color pink. The quotation marks, you are going to color purple. The comma, you are going to color yellow. And the question mark, you are going to color brown. Okay? So just for you to remember, capital letters, caps lock, yes, the letters that are big. Apostrophe is that thing on the top, yes, isn't. Let's go, McDonald's, apostrophe. Period is the dot that we use to finish a sentence. Yep. Hello, we have a exclamation mark. Quotation marks that we use when a person is saying something. And the comma to divide. I like pizza, chocolate, and Coke. No, I like pizza, chocolate, and Coke. So to divide, we use comma. And the question mark we use when we have an interrogative. Okay, so these are the punctuation. So in this first postcard, you are going to color the punctuation like this box. And then in the exercise 5, you have another postcard with no punctuation. And then you have to do the punctuation with the same colors that are in the box. So if you have to make a capital letter, use green. If you have to put a comma, use yellow. If you have to put a period, use red. This second one here in the exercise 5 has no punctuation, and you put the punctuation using colored pencils like here, okay? Like I did here. Red, period, pink, exclamation mark, blue apostrophe, yellow comma, okay? That's it. And the last one, exercise number 6. Do you like to travel? Choose a vacation destination, then write a postcard to a friend as if you were there. So you are going to imagine you are in a destination that you like, any place. Moscow in Russia, New York, London, Rome, yes, any place. And then you write a postcard to a friend like you were in this place. So imagine you are in Rome. Oh, hello, Mary. Here in Rome is very beautiful. I went to Colosseum and I ate pizza. Yeah, so write like you were in Rome, like you were in New York. Okay, write a text. So the homework you have is in the exercise number 1, the question 1. The exercise number 4, to circle the punctuation with colored pencil or colored markers. The exercise number 5, to put the punctuation with the colored pencil or the colored markers. And the exercise number 6, you write a postcard. Okay? Then you send me this by the email. Okay, babycitos? That's it for today. Wash your hands. Take care. Bye-bye.